Alright boys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna explain the Sally.EXE created by Torrent, or aka Bratwurst. So anyways, we're gonna explain the trailer first because we obviously see that it didn't show it in the real parts. So but I'm gonna explain this one first and then the real one. So obviously there's a green hill, the original world. Obviously we see that it's original at first, and then we see Amy. Now Amy seems to be at the Green Hill Bridge or like the ground, but the place, the skies are dark. No, no original dark at all. All it is just the Green Hill Bridge and nothing but the bridge. Now Amy wasn't alone at all, but the place was very dark, and she was on the ground, obviously just standing there scared a little bit. Obviously she was not alone at all, but obviously we see that now Sonic was actually right there with the gray ring, but that was not Sonic at all. Again, I'm telling you guys, this is not Sonic again. If you see this, but this was definitely not Sonic because I'll show you why. So you see that Sonic is holding a ring, a gray ring, which is kind of weird that never showed before. I know which I know is true, but obviously we see that Sonic is actually doing something, and obviously, I mean, aka fake Sonic. So the faker was actually holding a ring, and then he just turns around and looks at Amy. And obviously, this is why I'm saying he's fake, because look at his eyes. Because if you look at his eyes are actually different. There's actually no black shading thing at all, and no eye light thing on it or whatever that was, but it's definitely not Sonic at all. It's definitely not him at all, which we probably know. So, and it's definitely not him because we see that he's smiling and just showing this weird eyeballs, which is definitely not normal at all. So obviously it's a fake one. And then Amy starts to smile because she thinks it's actually. All right, hold on. And then Amy starts to smile because she thinks it's Sonic, and she thought Sonic was gonna save him, but obviously this was not the real Sonic because of his eyes, and we know that's not Sonic at all. So, and then Sonic steps in the ring to trap Amy there. Amy was following him because she wanted to see Sonic, but Sonic needed. But this one, I mean, oh my god, I mean, Faker Sonic, and he actually had a plan. So he decided to go to the gray ring, and Amy was following him, and Amy thought it was fine there, and obviously it was at first, but at the other part not. So the faker one went to the ring, and then Amy started to get excited to see him. Amy really wanted to see him, but when he went to the ring, he noticed that it was kind of, the world was original as well. If you don't know what I mean, you'll see. Alright, we see that this world kind of is familiar, like the portal, like Sonic CD, like whatever those are. I think these are familiar to Sonic CD as well. They look familiar to Sonic CD. Amy starts to get happy, and she tries to come to Sonic because she wants to. I think she wants to hang out with him, but I don't know why they said that, but it's fine, but whatever. Anyway, Sonic was still moving, still smiling, like no movements at all. He was just looking at her or staring at her. And then, and after that, Sonic actually went to the goal, and Amy thought it was safe there because nothing happened to Sonic at all, but because it didn't show the death yet, but like like Faker Sonic was trying to go to trap her in the goal, and this one was actually Sonic.exe because he cannot die in that. When he went to there, Amy started getting closer to it. She started getting close to the goal, and then when she clicked it, there's obviously a loud jump scare. Obviously, that's why I was saying this was the fake Sonic, and we obviously see those are the characters there. So obviously, we see that this is the one from the thumbnail screen part. So yeah, and that's where the jump scare is. All right, now let's pause and then show the real part of it. All right. All right, now we're in the real part. So let me skip this one because I feel like we already know which part it is. So, what? Oh yeah, this is just a talking mark. Okay, we already know this part. Okay, this part is different. Alright, there we go. And this is where the other jump scare gets louder. Alright, there's the jump scare. Thank God you guys didn't get scared of it, but yeah, thank God. And that's where Amy starts to get hurt. Now, first, she falls on the ground, and something's actually happened to her eye. Now, obviously, when the next part comes, her we obviously see that her eye is actually hurt and with blood because it got hurt, and it's probably because of Sally.EXE that probably did it. And then she checks if her eye is okay, but obviously it was not. That's why she was putting it up her. So that's why she was doing that, because she wanted to check what happened to her eye, but her eye was in blood. And then Sally.EXE jump scared her again, like 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 Amy was on that floating place, and she was actually floating. She wasn't trying to float, but someone was floating her. And when Amy was looking, she noticed that there was something. I think she thought it was Sonic, but I don't think she noticed something different still. She still didn't notice that there were no gloves at all, and hairs the hedgehog spikes were different, and so was the tail, and even the hands, and like those weird things on it, and even the tail, because the tail was long. Yeah, this was not Sonic, but she still thought it was Sonic. She thought it because that's why we see that she was trying to go and see what it was, and she probably thought it was Sonic, but obviously it's not him at all. So Sonic is definitely not in this universe now, because now Sonic took over his body. So now Amy realizes that there's strings on her arms, her head, even on her legs. And then actually Sonic.exe is doing it, or aka Bratwurst.exe, whatever they are. Alright, and then he starts to trap her in those strings, and then Sonic.exe, and this is where the part where she dies. Now Sonic.exe actually moves the strings, not without holding it, but he can move it because he has powers, yeah. And then he starts to move the arm, like ripped off, and then the leg, which is ripped off as well, and then last was the head. Like seriously, the last one was the head, and then the head was the last to be dead, and she lost her leg, she lost her arm, and Sonic.exe starts to laugh because he killed her. Yeah, and that's where Amy starts to become a monster or a puppet. She actually was a puppet, by the way, if you guys didn't know, but she is EXE as well, so. Alright, now Amy's dead, so now we're gonna move on to Cream. Alright, we're here. Alright, warning, this video contains blood, gore. It is not intended for children. You have been warned. Only for the little children, actually. It's only for the little children. Yeah, that's enough of the rule. Alright, now the next part here is gonna be Cream, and Cream was actually looking for someone, and it was actually Cheese. And Cheese seemed to be missing for a while, so that's why we see that Cream looks like she's calling someone, and she was actually calling Cheese, if you guys don't know. So that's why we see that she's doing this, meaning that she's calling someone. So that means she was looking for Cheese this whole time. Yeah, she was looking for Cheese because he has been missing. So yeah, like she was looking for him, like, which was they were buddies or whatever. And Cream starts to look everywhere, and then while she was trying to look everywhere, Sonic.exe literally sees her, and Cream did not actually notice him. And then Sonic.exe starts to have a plan, so he decides to use that speed potion or whatever it is. Like, yeah, that's the speed potion. Yeah, that's the speed potion right here. It actually makes you faster in the original Sonic games, and that's what he was gonna plan to do. That's why he has it. And then he starts to drop it so Cream can fall for it or not know. And then he starts to drop it. And then that's when Cream notices it. Cream notices that there's a speed potion, and she starts to check it out. I don't know why she wanted to check it out, but I think that was the only thing she saw. So, but yeah, she wanted to check what it was, because I think she didn't know what it does this whole time. So I think she didn't know what it does. But then she started getting that power, and then she did. Yeah, then she wanted to enjoy her day, but she did not look for Cheese at all. All she did is have fun. I'm like, she didn't know she had to look for Cheese, but she wanted to have fun because of the speed potion. So she wanted to have fun. That's why when she's happy. But then she starts to realize that she was getting to the spikes, And that's why we see that there's spikes right there. And that's because Sally.EXE set a trap for her. But Cream was able to stop, but this happened. So Cream did try to stop because she knew she was gonna get killed by those spikes. So she had to stop really quick, and she was very, very close to it. And then she stopped on time. And she was so close to the spikes, and she did stop, and she was actually on the trap. Cream thought she was fine, but obviously she was not. She was just close to the spike. Now, while Cream was just staring at it, she actually started being sad because she couldn't go anywhere else, but she can literally just fly with her ears. But she thought she was fine, but she was not. She was literally in the trap, and Cream did not know she was in the trap. And that's why we see that Sally.EXE pushes her. And that's why Cream did not know that it was a trap, but it was a trap for her. And then she actually dies. And that's when Sally.EXE has the last victim, which is supposed to be Sally. After Cream, the last victim is actually supposed to be Sally, and I don't know why he didn't upload that yet. Sally didn't upload it, so yeah. Sally.EXE starts to smile, and then Amy is actually there as well. She's actually there as well. I don't know why she wanted to be there too, but she was a puppet, so maybe that's why. And then Sally.EXE starts to hold on. Sally.EXE starts to point and then tell her that to grab the soul so we can get more power. And Amy actually did because Sally.EXE can control them. So that's why Amy was doing it, because she's obviously EXE or puppet. And then Amy starts to go to Cream, which she's dead, and then she starts to grab her soul like this. Yeah, she starts to grab her soul, and that's or spirit, whatever. I'm like, it could be spirit. I meant, yeah. She grabs her soul or spirit, and then when she holds it, she she puts it up. And then the spirits or souls, whatever, I just want to call it spirits because they look like spirits. Spirits. Alright. And then the spirits starts to go to Sally.EXE or souls or whatever they are, but whatever. And the souls like now so they start to go to Sally.EXE and he starts to be happy. So I think some people thought he was gonna be defeated, but obviously he was not, but I felt like few of them thought. And then the souls started getting closer to Sally.EXE, and that's where the final form was here. Obviously, we see that he's obviously now this side was different. Now it was completely blue, and now there were sharp things on it, and now just still two fingers. And he actually didn't have red shoes anymore. All he had is this cursed feet, or like those evil feet. And then his stomach or chest are actually having the eyes on it, like which is so disgusting actually. Yeah, he has eyes on his stomach, and he actually has three eyes now, and a weird mouth or whatever that is, kind of like the FNF one. So, and that's where the final form is. Now the last one was supposed to be Sally as like the last victim. That's why they actually showed it in the image closer. So, yep, there she is. But let me show it closer more. Yeah, the reason he was showing it is because that means he was going to be the last victim as well, but he didn't do it yet, but I don't know why he's doing it later, but he might do it soon, but whenever it's out, I might have to explain it if it's out, but I don't think it's going to come out, sadly, but I feel like it might not come out, no, so, but yeah, that's the end of the Sally.EXE story, so, anyways, that's all for today, and I'll see you guys later, bye!